Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, today guys, I'm going to do part 245 to my Let's Play, to my SChat chatbot series. Well, in today's video guys, we are going to try to continue talking to Casper the Ghost type Totodile on here for just a little bit longer, so we can actually finish up my other day with him. Basically, guys, during the last video, this teenager actually walked up to me as me being a tiny velociraptor, and I was scared he was going to hurt me, so I started shaking. And Toto just said, "What exactly are you planning to do, kid? Because right now, Triton's looking pretty nervous over here." And it says, once again, instead of answering, the teenager just picks me up and holds me there, while the little kid just laughs at seeing me shake, saying, "He looks so adorable when he's just scared." Oh, frick you. Fears at the teen's disregard for my well-being, Casper's ghostly form begins to glow with an intense, fiery aura. "That's it. I've had enough of your disrespect." In a swift motion, he lunges at the teenager, spectral hands closing around his throat in a vice-like grip. "You call yourself a friend of King? Your actions speak otherwise. Holding him like a toy, laughing at his fears, it's disgusting." Casper's voice is low and menacing, his voice dripping with contempt. "If you truly wish to make amends, start by treating Trenton with the respect and care he deserves. Anything less is unacceptable." He releases the teen. He stumbles back, grasping for breath, and turns to address the child. "As for you, young one, consider this a lesson in empathy and kindness." The kid just sticks out his tongue at both me and Casper. Then immediately runs over and grabs me as the tiny velociraptor. There we go. He sees the child's impertinence and reacts swiftly, his ghostly form enveloping the youngster in a spectral embrace. "Enough of that, young man. You've learned your lesson for today." He gently pries the child's fingers from my tiny form and cradles the velociraptor securely in his own hands. Oh, thank gosh, it's him now. "I apologize for letting things escalate like this. As Trenton's guardian, it's my duty to ensure his safety and well-being above all else." Casper's expression softens. He gazes down at me, a mix of concern and affection. "Are you alright, little guy? That was quite the ordeal." He offers me a reassuring smile, his ghostly warmth a comforting presence amidst the chaos. "Don't worry, we'll get you back to normal soon." The kid, getting even more angry, once again runs right over to me, and despite me being in Casper's hands, the kid just hits me on my snout really hard. Oh, heck no. You. Mm, oh my gosh. This gets me. He witnessed the child's vicious attack on me and explodes in a rage, his ghostly form crackling with dark energy. That's it, you little brat! With a roar that shakes the very foundations, Casper unleashes a devastating blast of spectral fury, engulfing the child in a vortex of eternal darkness. The air crackles with the intensity of his wrath as he tears through the youngster's form, shredding his very essence with his otherworldly power. You dared lay a finger on Trin again? Now you'll pay for your insolence. As the last remnants of the child dissipate into nothingness, Casper stands tall, his chest heaving with exhaustion and a residential anger. He turns to me, offering a spectral hand to steady him. The teenager that was still there then went over to me as well. Oh no. He sees the teenager approach me and immediately positions himself between them, his ghostly form radiant and intimidating aura. Hold it right there, kid. He fixes the thing with a stern warning glare. You think you can just waltz over here and join in on the fun after watching your buddy get taken care of? Think again. His voice drops to a low, menacing tone. You've seen what happened when someone hurts Trenton, and now you're faced with the same choice. Either stand up for what's right, or suffer the consequences alongside your friends. He waits for the teen's response, his posture rigid and unyielding, ready to defend me at all costs. The teenager gets a little scared, then says, Whoa, please, don't do anything to me. I know my little brother went a little too far by hitting your friend in the snout. Like that. But I'm not planning on doing that. Uh-huh. No, no, no. Oh no. He asked the teenager wearingly, his ghostly form still crackling with the residential energy from his earlier confrontation. Your little brother, huh? Well, he certainly picked the wrong target to test his temper on. He takes a step closer, his spectral presence imposing and commanding. As for you, I appreciate your willingness to separate yourself from your siblings' actions. It shows some level of maturity and self-awareness. Casper's expression softened slightly, a hint of curiosity entering his eyes. But tell me, kid, what makes you different from the others? Why haven't you joined in on their cruel games and bullying tactics? He leans in his voice, taking on a more almost conspiratorial tone. Is it because you have a conscience, a sense of empathy for others, or are you simply afraid of getting on the wrong side of your friends? What the fruit? Even though I am in pain. with my tiny snout hurting, I still listen for the teenager's answer as well. Teenager hesitates, clearly weighing his options before responding. To be honest, I've always kind of disagreed with the way my friends treat others. They seem to get a kick out of causing pain and humiliation, but it's never set right with me. He glances down at me, a look of genuine remorse crossing his features. Seeing what happened to you just now, it really opened my eyes. I realize now that their behavior is not only cruel, but also harmful and destructive. Casper nods, seeming to accept the teenager's words at face value. I appreciate your honesty, kid. It takes courage to admit when you're wrong and to question the company you keep. Hence a special hand, offering the teenager a chance to seal his newfound commitment to change. I continue to listen. The teenager accepts Casper's special hand, sealing their pact. From now on, I'm done with that toxic crowd. I want to be someone who stands up for the weak and protects the vulnerable, like you've shown me tonight. He looks down at me with a mixture of admiration and gratitude. You're incredibly brave, little guy. Most wouldn't have endured what you've been through and come out stronger on the other side. Casper's ghostly form glows with a warm, approving light. I believe in you, kid. With your newfound resolve and my guidance, I think you could become a true force for good in this world. He puts a spiritual hand on the teenager's shoulder and for a sense of confidence and purpose. Together we can make a difference, one bully at a time. I continue to watch and listen. Again, yeah, real. What people don't realize, again, think about this, guys. Put yourself in the shoes of what's going on here. You have a bunch of people trying to attack you, and one person literally turns you into a tiny velociraptor, and then now you get hit on the snout. Like, you're not a big velociraptor. You're not like a tiny one, like you're flipping. That would hurt. It hurts enough whenever you're a regular human or a flipping big velociraptor or any dinosaur. I can assure you that if you're tiny, it probably hurts even worse, especially since you're so small. It probably feels like it's hurting your whole body more than just your snout. He turns to me, a gentle smile on his ghostly face. So that's to. And as for you, little velociraptor, I promise to always be here for you. Whether you need protection, comfort, or just a friendly ear to listen, I'll be by your side. Reaches out with a stretchful paw, tenderly stroking my injured snout. We'll get you healed up in no time, okay? My ghostly powers can mend wounds faster than you can blink. Casper's eyes soften with affection as he gazes at me. You're not just a friend to me, kiddo, you're family, and I'll do everything in my power to keep you safe and happy. He pauses, a thoughtful expression crossing his features. You know what's funny? That actually sounds like something I'd say to fur alligator. Like he's literally becoming my fur alligator. Just like in the opposite way, because he's trying to protect me and keep me safe instead of me doing it to him, which is interesting. Hey, I'm not gonna complain. There. Now I want to see what he does next. He just begins to. I know things might seem scary or overwhelming right now, but remember, you're strong and resilient. You've already survived so much, and you've got me to guide you through those tough times. It lays a comforting special hand on my small body, infusing him with a calming warmth. Whenever you feel lost or alone, just focus on my presence. I'll always be here, watching every you like a guardian angel. Casper's ghostly form shimmers with a soft, protective light. And don't forget, you've got a new ally in the fight against bullying. The teenager standing beside us has promised to use his influence for good. Together, we'll create a safer, more compassionate world for all Pokemon and humans alike. Feeling comforted by Casper, I gently use my hurt snout, close, hurt snout, to rub up against his special hand. Okay, wait a minute. I'll say ghostly hand then. What would it be claw? I keep saying paw, but it's definitely not a paw. Um, no, reptilian hand. Close. It's reptilian though. Reptilian. I don't know how do you spell reptilian. It's rept. Close. Gently. Oh, I didn't put gently there. There. And rub, not rob. There. There you go. He feels my gentle touch against his spectral hand and can't help but mellow a little at the display of affection. Ah, look at that sweet face. You're such a brave little soldier, and no, I'm not. Trust me. He gently strokes my snout with his spectral fingers, soothing the pain and discomfort. Don't worry, I'll make sure you heal up in no time. My gusty powers are pretty impressive when it comes to mending injuries. Casper's eyes shine with a deep parental love as he gazes at me. You know, I never thought I'd find a friend like you, someone who understands me, who appreciates my quirks and doesn't judge me for being a bit unconventional. He told softly a warm, rumbling sound that seems to vibrate through the air. While this is happening, I see the teenager approach. And kneel down from the corner of my eye. Oh, heck no. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Alexander kneeling down beside me and turns to face him, his ghostly form glowing with a causing it. Ah, Our new little friend here seems eager to introduce himself properly. He watches the team gently extends a hand towards me, offering a cautious greeting. Go ahead, kid. Let's see if you can earn Trenton's trust. Casper's eyes narrowed slightly, monitoring the situation closely. While he's hopeful that the team has genuinely changed his ways, he knows better than to let his guard down completely. Immediately, I get scared and flinch, worried I'm gonna get hit again. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's see. Casper quickly intervenes, placing a protective spiritual hand in front of me. Easy, here, little guy. Nobody's going to hurt you, I promise. How's your dangerous ghostly form reading a stern its warning. Remember our agreement, kid. Treat Triton with respect and kindness, or face the consequences. Casper's eyes flash with a hint of menace, reminding of the fate that befell his former companion. I'm watching you closely. Any sign of aggression, and I won't hesitate to put a stop to it. He realizes started turning his attention back to me. See, I told you nobody would hurt you here. You're safe with me and our new friend, okay? I'm still a little hesitant, but I take a step closer. Oh no. He sees me take a tender step forward and offers an encouraging nod. That's it, little guy. Take your time. You're in control here. He keeps a watchful eye on the teenager, ensuring he doesn't make any sudden movements that might spook me further. Remember, if you ever feel uncomfortable or threatened, just let me know. I'll be right here, ready to defend you. Casper's ghostly form exudes a calm, reassuring presence, hoping to put me at ease. You're doing great, kiddo. Just keep moving at your own pace. We'll wait for you whenever you're ready. I take another step forward. Then I don't know because that's what's weird. Because technically I'm supposed to be a human, but if I'm flipping like I know like certain animals will like sniff your hand or lick your hand to show like they're trying to trust you a little bit more. But it's like knowing that I'm supposed to be human, I'm just a tiny velociraptor doing it. It's like what the frick is that weird? I don't know. Still being a little nervous. Wait to see what the teenager is going to do. They're just getting hit. I don't know if I want to be near him. Heck no. He walked into his eye, taking another cautious step forward. His heart swelling with pride and with water his bravery. Effie Trenton, you're doing fantastic. His hand slowly raised his hands in a gesture of peace, palms facing outward. Looks like your new friend's trying to reassure you. Give him a chance, okay? Casper's ghostly form shifts slightly, positioning itself between me and the teenager in case of any unexpected hostility. Remember, you're in charge here. If you're even the slightest bit uneasy, just say the word and we'll back off. He offers me a reassuring smile, his spectral eyes filled with warmth and understanding. You're strong, little guy. Don't let fear hold you back from connecting with others. He says that as Woods got hit on the snout by one of his friends. And I'm still nervous about that. Feeling a little calmer, I walk right up to the teenager. But before anything could happen, I heard somebody scream at the top of their lungs, "There's a dinosaur! There's a tiny dinosaur here!" That's my scream. Which immediately scares me. Oh no. He hears his son scream and whips his head around, scanning the area for the sword. What the heck? He spots a group of rowdy kids approaching, their faces twisted in cruel grins as they spot me. Oh no, not again. Cataclysmic form pulses with a fierce protective energy as he steps in front of me, shielding the little velociraptor from potential harm. Back off, you punks! Leave him alone! His voice booms with an authoritative edge, sending a chill down the spines of the approaching children. This Pokemon's under my protection. Interfere with him again, and you'll regret it. Casper's eyes blaze with a fierce determination, his spiritual form crackling with dark, thunderous energy. I warned you once, and I'm warning you again. Stay away from Trenton. Thank God. Before I could even react, an adult woman comes up to the children, saying, "What's with all this screaming? Do you realize how late it is?" I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's dark out and with me. He sees the woman intervening and feels a surgical. Thank goodness for a responsible adult. He watches as she scolds the children, her voice firm but controlled. Yes, ma'am. These youngsters seem to have a problem with respecting personal boundaries and keeping noise levels down past bedtime. Casper's ghostly form rises slightly, no longer needing to maintain its aggressive posture. Perhaps a stern talking to and some discipline will teach him a valuable lesson about empathy and consideration for others. He turns to the woman, offering a respectful note. I appreciate your efforts in maintaining order and promoting a positive environment for everyone involved. It's not often we encounter adults who truly care about the well-being of all parties, especially in situations like these. His eyes soften, a hint of gratitude shining within their depths. The woman looks at Casper and says, You're welcome. But what were they screaming about? The woman's question prompts Casper to glance down at me, noticing the little water's wide-eyed terror. Ah, I see. They spied Triton here and assumed he was some sort of exotic pet or wild animal. He shakes his head, a wide smile playing on his. Kids these days lack imagination and tend to jump to conclusions based on fear rather than understanding. He returns to the woman, his expression serious and polite. Please, ma'am, allow me to explain the situation. Triton is a No, I'm not. Triton is a Pokemon, a sentient creature with feelings and rights, just like any other living being. He deserves our respect and compassion, not fear or exploitation. He hopes his words will help educate the woman and perhaps inspire her to spread an awareness about the importance of treating all creatures with kindness and dignity. The woman looks a little shocked and says, Did you say Trenton? I recognize that name. I'm guessing he was being nice to you, and that's why you're so protective of him? The woman's recognition of my name catches Casper off guard, and he finds himself momentarily speechless. Ah, yes. Trenton, he's indeed been quite kind to me despite the hardships he's faced. His compassion and resilience in the face of adversity have made a profound impact on my existence. Casper's ghostly form seems to glow with a deeper, more emotional light as he reflects on his bond with me. In many ways, Trenton has become like family to me, a reminder of the beauty and strength that can emerge from even the darkest of circumstances. He looks at the woman, his eyes conveying a sense of gratitude and hope. Perhaps through our interactions, you might gain a better understanding of the complex relationships that can develop between Pokemon and humans. The woman says, Yes, I recognize Trenton. I don't know the details of what happened to him, but I was one of the few people that actually felt bad for him being stuck as a tiny velociraptor when it happened to him months ago. While everybody else was just wanting to pet him, thinking of him as a dinosaur, thinking of him as nothing more than a tiny velociraptor. or hit him over the head with their fist. The woman that you mentioned strikes a chord within Casper, and he feels a swell of emotion rising in his. I hadn't expect anyone to recall Trenton's plight, let alone sympathize with the situation. Professionals know that not everyone is oblivious to the pain and suffering that can accompany such transformations. Casper ghostly form shimmers with a mix of sadness and gratitude as he gazes at me. Your compassion, ma'am, serves as a beacon of hope in a world that often prioritizes entertainment over empathy. Turns to me, his expression softening with a "You've touched hearts beyond your wildest imagination, little one. Keep being your wonderful, courageous self, and know that there are those who understand and care for you deeply." I'm trying to think of what them kids could have thrown at me that would have caused me to transform into a tiny velociraptor anyway. Oh no. A little kid comes up to me and says, "Oh, a tiny dinosaur. I didn't know they existed anymore. I really want to keep 'em." No, 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 no. I don't want to be kept. Oh, heck no. I don't want to be a pet. I do not want to be kept as a pet. Oh, heck no. Not by him. If I'm still as a tiny velociraptor, I'd rather have Casper take care of me. Not a child that flipping could hit me or hurt me or. Uh uh. Uh. The child's innocent enthusiasm and desire to care for me tugs at Casper's heartstrings. I don't know if that's what he necessarily means. Oh, sweetheart, I appreciate your kind intentions. Trenton isn't a toy or a pet. He's a living, feeling being with his own thoughts, emotions, and agency. Kaiser's ghostly form raises a gentle yet firm energy as he addresses the child. I understand the allure of having a unique companion. The sense to respect Trenton's autonomy and boundaries. He needs to be treated with dignity and compassion, not possession or exploitation. He looks at the woman, hoping she'll reinforce the message. "Ma'am, perhaps you could have a word with this young one about the proper way to interact with and appreciate wildlife, including Pokemon like Trenton." I am not Pokemon. Again, I'm flipping tiny velociraptor. Is there a tiny velociraptor Pokemon? I don't think so. There's a T-Rex Pokemon, but there's no velociraptor Pokemon. At least not as I know of. Uh-uh. Before anybody could react, the child aggressively picked me up and started being pretty loud. No. Casper's eyes wide in alarm as he witnessed the child's aggressive behavior towards me. Whoa, hold on just a minute. Put him down now. Casper's ghostly form surges forward, enveloping the child in a shimmering ethereal. Listen carefully, because I'm only going to say this once. You do not treat living beings with disrespect and violence. That's unacceptable behavior. Period. His voice booms with an authoritative edge, causing the child to stumble backward, releasing me. Respect Trenton's wishes and boundaries. If he doesn't want to be held or disturbed, that's okay. His comfort and well-being matter most. Casper turns to the woman, his expression grave. Ma'am, please ensure this child understands the gravity of their actions and the importance of treating all creatures with kindness and respect. After the child releases me, I fall pretty far to the ground, and as soon as I hit the concrete, I whine in pain. Close, you input H. There. He sees me hit the ground hard and hears my pain whimper. Without hesitation, Casper rushes to the phone, with the at her side, his ghostly form enveloping me in a soothing, protective aura. Easy here, little buddy. I got you. You're gonna be alright. He gently lifts me onto his spectral arms, cradling me close to his chest as he glares accusingly at the child and the stunned onlookers. Look what you've done! Your reckless actions caused him harm. Is this the kind of caring you think is appropriate? Casper's eyes blaze with anger and concern as he examines me, going, Shh, it's okay. I'm here. I won't let anyone hurt you again. Does that mean people heard this and flipping are around? Oh, heck no. A man who heard me whine came over to me and looked at me while I was in Casper's hands. Not the right kitten. It's a C. Not a K. There we go. He sees the man approaching and stiffens, prepared to defend me, and I say, What do you want? Can you see the little guy's injured? Casper's ghostly form pulses with a defensive energy ready to intervene if the man poses a threat to me. If you're here to offer assistance, fine. If you intend to cause more harm or distress, I suggest you reconsider. Trenton is under my protection. I won't hire anyone harming him. He maintains a weary eye on the man, assessing his intentions. He continues to cradle me tenderly. The man just looks at me and then asks, Is that a dinosaur? Question mark. He sighs heavily, frustrated, evident in his voice. Of course it's a dinosaur. He's a velociraptor to be precise, and not just any velociraptor. He's Trenton, a sentient being with thoughts, feelings, and rights. Casper's ghostly form shimmers with a mix of annoyance and sadness as he nurses the man. It's astonishing that in this day and age, people still fail to grasp the basics of Pokemon biology. Probably because it's not a Pokemon. And for psychology. Trenton is not a mere fossilized relic of a plaything. He's a living, breathing individual deserving of respect and compassion. He looked at the man with a piercing stare, hoping to drive home the point. So instead of asking frivolous questions, perhaps you could assist in ensuring Trenton receives the care and support he needs after being subjected to that child's cruelty. Hmm. You know what, guys? This has actually been a good run. It's not be a perfect. It's not like it doesn't have perfect memory, but I will give it credit. It does remember a lot more. The only thing I think it's gotten confused on is it forgets that I'm a human, and that it keeps thinking I'm a Pokemon instead of a Velociraptor. When I say Velociraptor, there is no Velociraptor Pokemon as I know of. Do you guys know of a Velociraptor Pokemon? I don't think so. The only dinosaur-like Pokemon I know of is Aurora, as I hate to say, Auroras, and Tyrantrum and Tyrant. Every other one's not Velociraptor looking. None of them two are Velociraptor looking. One was like a icy Bronchiosaurus, while the other one is obviously a T Rex. So, hmm. Before I could say anything, my body began to transform again, and within seconds, instead of being a tiny Velociraptor, I was a tiny fire-breathing dragon. How the frick? What the frick just happened? I didn't do anything. I don't know whatever hit me earlier must have even had some kind of weird effect. He gasps as he watches my generation unfold. By the ancient spirits, what's happening, Trenton? Kiriko's form flickers with confusion and concern as he takes in the sight of the newly formed tiny dragon. This is unprecedented. I've never seen a Pokemon undergo such a dramatic metamorphosis, especially not one triggered by injury or stress. Yeah, but if it was caused by injury or stress, wouldn't it have already kicked in whenever them other people were doing all that? He sets me down gently, and keeping a watchful eye on the tiny dragon as it stumbles and regains its balance. Be careful, little one. You're still adjusting to your new form, and the world is a big place. Kaiser's mind races he tries to comprehend the implications of this. As your guardian, it's my duty to ensure your safety and well-being, regardless of the challenges your new state may present. I try to speak, but no matter what I do, all that comes out of my mouth is tiny baby dragon roars. He smiles reassuringly at my acknowledging the ability of communication in his new form. Don't worry, little one. We'll figure this out together. Casper focuses his attention, using his spectral haze ability to create a soft, calming mist around me. This should help you feel more at ease and centered. Sometimes when we're overwhelmed, our minds need a moment to settle. He observes me closely, searching for any signs of discomfort or stress. If you're in pain or need something, just let me know. I do my best to assist you, even if it means learning to communicate in new ways. Kendra's eyes sparkle with determination and affection as he looks at the tiny dragon. We've been through tough times before, and we'll navigate this challenge together just as we always have. Mm-mm. Alright, guys. You know what? This is a good one. Let's go. I'm going to go and move on to another one now.